Want to build rock solid Drupal modules that never break in production? Meet PHPUnit, the testing framework that catches bugs before your user do. In this video, you will learn what PHPUnit is, why testing is a game changer in Drupal, and the three essential test types: unit, functional, and kernel. We will even show you exactly where your test files should live inside a Drupal module so you can start testing like a pro today. Stick around because by the end you will know how to write tests that make your Drupal site bulletproof. Let's dive in. PHPUnit is a popular testing framework for PHP that allows developers to write and run automated tests for their code. Think of it as your project's quality inspector. It checks whether your code is working exactly as intended and alerts you if something breaks. By using PHPUnit, we can catch bugs early before they reach production, saving time, cost, and reputation. Also ensures that future code changes don't break existing functionality thanks to regression testing. Some key benefits include improved code quality, easier debugging, confidence in making changes, and better team collaboration since everyone can trust the test results. In short, PHPUnit isn't just a testing tool, it's your code's safety net, keeping your application stable, reliable, and future proof. Now let's talk about the different types of PHPUnit tests in Drupal and how they fit into your testing strategy. Imagine this pyramid. At the base, we have unit tests. These are the fastest and most frequent tests. They focus on small, isolated pieces of code like a single class or a function without loading the full Drupal framework. This is where you validate your logic at a micro level. Next, in the middle layer, we have kernel tests. These go deeper. They boot up Drupal's service container and database schema but still keep the environment minimal. This allows you to test interactions between components while avoiding the overhead of a full browser session. And finally, at the top of the pyramid, we have functional and JavaScript tests. These are the heaviest and the slowest because they load the full Drupal site and in the case of JS test even launch a headless browser. They simulate real user actions like filling forms, clicking buttons and navigating pages. The key takeaway: you should have a lot of unit tests, fewer kernel tests and even fewer functional or JS tests. So you balance coverage with speed. Always think pyramid structure when planning your test suite in Drupal. Alright, let's walk through how to set up and install PHPUnit for our project. Now I did face a real challenge here. Some missing dependencies popped out during installation. So I had to roll up my sleeves and start resolving them one by one. And finally, when we check the version, there it is, PHPUnit installed successfully and ready to go. Now let's talk about the ideal structure of creating a PHP unit test in Drupal. First things first, where do we put our test files? For unit test, always place them inside your modules folder under test source unit. And remember, the file name should end with test.php. For example, heartbeat controller test.php. Next, the namespace. It should follow the folder structure. So if your module is called heartbeat, it will be namespace Drupal test heartbeat and unit. Now let's move to the class definition. Your class name should match the file name and extend test case from PHPUnit. This tells Drupal and PHPUnit that it's a unit test. Inside the class, the very first method you will often use is setup. This is where you prepare common data or mocks that all your test will need, so you don't repeat yourself in every test method. When writing your test, always follow the arrange, act, assert pattern. Arrange, which is prepare your environment and mocks, then act, call the method you are testing, and assert, verify that the result is what you expected. Each test method should test only one behavior, have a clear descriptive name, and start with the word test. And finally, keep your tests independent. Don't rely on database or external APIs for unit test. Use mocks instead. Follow this structure and your PHP unit test will be clean, reliable, and easy to maintain. Here I have used ChatGPT and Copilot. With the help of AI, I created the unit test cases. But in the next video, I will show you how we can rely less on AI and create unit tests entirely on our own.